and let's talk about the Atlanta Hawks. They are right now 31-8. They have the best record in the Eastern Conference. They have close to the best record in the entire NBA, but I believe Golden State is 30-5, so they get them by like three losses and one less win. So percentage point wise, I believe the Golden State has it. But this is a team that has seemingly come out of nowhere. Last year, yes, they made it to the playoffs. They actually made a little bit of noise in the playoffs, but most people were like, okay, this is still a building franchise. They don't have that many pieces in place yet. They have a couple good ones. They have Jeff Teague. They got Paul Millsap. Kyle Korver's a solid piece no matter where he plays. But nobody, at least I didn't, expect them to really make any noise. Yes, I expected them to make the playoffs this year, but more of a 7-8 seed, because you don't really need to have a winning record to make the playoffs in the East. But right now they're just lighting the league on fire. And so I've been racking my brains to figure out what the hell is going on over there. How are they doing this? How are they seemingly the best team in the league without having any of the really good players? And so I've come up with a couple of ideas. Number one, their head coach, Mike Budenholzer. Yeah, Budenholzer. He is a former assistant of Greg Popovich of the San Antonio Spurs. He's actually an assistant under him from 1996 to 2013. They run almost an identical system as the Spurs. It's the pass, 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 pass. Okay, all right, good. Okay, you're wide open. Now you shoot. And so there's a lot of good teamwork going on there. The ball flows really, really well. But, other than that, it's just like, well, it's kind of, it's like, how do you put it in every time? So, yeah, it's good ball movement, but still, again, I'm racking my brains. They play good defense. They play really good defense. They've actually been shutting people down a lot recently. Just this past Sunday, they beat the Wizards 120-89 just because the Wizards couldn't do a thing. They just couldn't keep the ball moving. So those are two staples of the San Antonio franchise that he kind of brought over to Atlanta. And I think the best thing about the defense is really the rotation. They're just good at, okay, I know if this guy comes over there, a pick set there, I know I'm supposed to be here to cover this guy. Just everybody's always in the right spot. Now, how long they can keep that up for, I don't know. But they're playing good fundamental basketball, so you can usually play fundamental basketball for a lot longer than you can the flashy style. So that's one thing that I think is going on there. Number two, before I started really doing my research, I couldn't name more than 4 players on this team. I honestly couldn't, and I watch basketball a good amount. I could name Jeff Teague, Paul Millsap, Al Horford, and Kyle Korver. That's it. After doing my research, I can name one more. And that's Thabo Sefolosha. So I don't know how they're doing it.
Hours and hours of research yields one more name.
One more player. One more player. But yeah, so it's just like, okay, where's that coming from? So it seemingly these guys are going out there and playing the best games of their life every single night. It's ridiculous. It's just the biggest conundrum in basketball right now, that the Hawks are so darn good. It makes no sense. If we were watching South Park, we'd be watching the episode of South Park where Johnny Cochran does the Chewbacca defense. And if a Wookiee on Endor does not make sense, then you must acquit. Exactly. And I think that's what they're going out there and doing. They're just confusing the hell out of everybody they play, and they're like, wait, we're playing the Hawks? Wait, hold on. What were these guys? No, that makes no sense. Oh, well, it looks like we got to lose the game then. It's just, oh my gosh. And they started out 7-6.
I guess they have to have like amazing teamwork going on there and some good coaching behind
That's what I'm saying. That's all there. But the players aren't there. San Antonio's been so good and won so many championships.
We always talk about how basketball, while it is a team sport, is a highly star sport too. Like you need those big stars, but maybe they're showing that you can turn basketball into a more of a team sport, that you can compensate for not having the superstar players by having just amazing teamwork.
I don't know. I just think when we get to the playoffs, they're gonna get exposed. My only problem is I'm a Wizards fan. They play in the same division as the Wizards. They're ahead of us. We're the number 2. If you just looked at records in the East, the Hawks are number 1, Wizards are number 2. Well, the Wizards are going to get bumped down to like the 4 seed because they won't win their division. That'll annoy me. Really, really, really annoy me. We deserve the 2 or 3 seed at least, if not the number 1 seed. But neither here nor there. I'm getting too homerist with that one. But yeah, I don't know. If you know what the Hawks are doing to make this thing go the way it's going, hit me up. Let me know. I mean, I don't think they have any All-Stars, even on the All-Star ballot. I think maybe Jeff Teague should be in there. If he's not, there's something wrong going on there, and probably Paul Millsap too. But these guys are going to be like reserves. They're going to be coming off the bench. There's not even going to be any starters in the All-Star game for the team, right up there with the best record in the NBA. But if you know what's going on, how they're doing this, are they taking some sort of, steroids?
Well, then they would have a star player.
Well, that's true. They're not taking steroids.
It's just...
I don't know. Enlighten
coaching,
people
man.
out there. I'm calling. I'm pleading for your help. Tell me how the Hawks are doing it. Hit me up. Comments down below. Of course, at What's My Face on Twitter, Google Plus, and Facebook. Always good ways of getting a hold of us.